What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chaos. My name is vlad, the-tek, and today we're playing some more Synergia. Last time, our old bot died. Unfortunate. But we have a new bot who seems to be more human than bot. If that makes any sense. So, Sela is currently talking to said robot. And I'm pretty sure that we should never connect her to the internet because we read some suspicious stuff about her generation of robots. And it's not good to have her connected to the net. And I have a feeling bad things are going to happen when she does. Come on, it's foreshadowing. Obviously, she's going to connect to the net at some point. Anyways, back to what Sela was saying. Hey, what are you doing? I woke up a bit ago and couldn't go back to sleep. I started feeling a little anxious. I was just waiting for you to wake up. Just talk to me next time. You don't have to startle me. Okay, next time I'll just wake up. I'll wake you up. Sorry, whatever. That's not what I mean. Whatever. I have to get ready for work. What about me? My computer's over there, the desk's to your right, and there's a bookshelf right next to it. When are you coming back? I work part-time, so I'll be back soon. She pouts and goes to the bookshelf. As for me, I overslept once again. While she's looking through my books, I get myself ready to work and leave. That's kind of sad, actually. It's almost like having a child. Vega isn't waiting for me today, but Kyle sitting in the company van. Kyle is sitting in the company van. I hop in. Jesus Christ, I can't read today. I hop in the back and see the new girl, Darla. Oh God, how's this gonna be? Hi. I don't know if I like the van. It's too flashy. From now on, we are going directly to the site. The boss says we don't have to go to the station, since he can just send us the briefing through the network. I'll tell you what we need to do. I won't have to look at the boss, and that's always a good thing. I have to look serious. These two cannot know I don't give a damn about this. They'll make sure to report everything back to the station. Understood. Darla reaches her hand out to me. I think she wants me to shake it, so I do it. My name is Darla. It's a pleasure. You've seen me before, but we never got introduced. Have I? Oh, right. Vega talks about you. I'm Sela. You're coming with us from now on, right? Yes, I'm in charge of the paperwork, and I can assure you I'm a lot faster than Vega. I'm also going to evaluate you. I'm part of the psychology team in Velta. Ah, great, a freaking psychologist. So they are still obsessing over my psyche and Hoplon after all this time. At least I don't have to see that jerk anymore. Sela, Hoplon sec regulations enforce respect between coworkers. How exactly are you going to enforce me to think highly of my boss? If he's a dick, he's a dick. There's nothing you can do to change that. So what? You're from Velta. Yeah, that's a good point, too. Darla smirks. I don't know if it's just to please me or if she actually found my retort funny. I might even have fun with her if I forget the fact that they're trying to hide stuff from me. Okay, so can I get a briefing? We're going to the helipad now. An android locked itself in an abandoned building down in the old part of the district. We're going in from the skylight and taking the android out to reprogram it. We're going in an airship. Something wrong with the main entrance? The building's locked and the elevators aren't working. I get it. I'm not complaining. I like the helicopters. Do you like heights? Why are you so interested, Darla? I do, and I like the view of this district. It's pretty. I wish it was that pretty at ground level. I also like the feeling of the wind against my face. It's relaxing for me. It reminds me of my old job before I did this police thing. You work to pay tuition, right? How do you know so much about me? You're suspicious as hell, Darla. I've seen you've done your homework. My job was to fix antennas at night. I had to get on the rooftop a lot. a lot of different buildings. Velta didn't really help me once I stopped being useful for them. That's why I think it's strange you two are here now. I just work for them. All I know is that I have to evaluate and take care of you. Nothing else. Take care of me, huh? I believe you. I'm glad. I like heights too. You can see all the people from up here. Just living their normal lives, completely unfazed by my presence. Well, that's kind of weird. What about the owners of the building? Have they said anything? The owners passed away over a decade ago. It seems like the androids been there since they closed it, after their passing. And why are we doing this just now? Because their sons are now selling what's left of the company, and found the android when they were visiting the building to assess its value. Understood. It's not too strange for robots to stay in a place like a guard dog, even after everyone leaves. Although I'm afraid this might have something to do with the hackers who've been following me. Why do you think it's weird? That thing about watching people. Are you still thinking about that? It's weird because there's a thing called privacy, and most people like to keep it. You know, private. I've never bothered them. They don't even know I'm looking at them. They wouldn't care. What kind of strange stuff are you into, Darla? That makes it even worse. Hee hee. You little creep. Call me. We arrived at the helipad. I suit up with the rest of the team. I think we might have skipped a safety measure or two, but we're in a hurry. The pilot doesn't trust me since I almost crashed this chopper once while trying to wrestle a first-gen android on board, so he made us get on a scale before boarding. How was I supposed to know that the weight limit was too small? I have no words for that. After a bit, we're finally up high. It's only going to take a few more minutes to arrive at the building. Kyle says it's huge. Are you having fun? I guess. That's good. She scribbles something on her PDA. What are you writing? Is this related to my evaluation? That's my job. You're making a funny face. Define funny. This is just my face, you fuck. Leave me alone, I'm tired. Hey, no offense, but you're kind of weird. Has anyone ever told you that before? Oh, they have. Quite often, actually. Do you want me to shut up? No, I'm sorry, I don't know. I didn't know. By the way, have you gotten any kind of combat training? Just the basics. I mean, I'm going to leave if something happens, but I can defend myself if needed. How much can you defend yourself? Could you go against an illegal android, or... I don't think so, but Kyle was trained in combat. That's why he's coming with us. I'm not saying that you're going to need him, but he will help you if the need arises. Sure, a combat specialist. I'm going to have to see that. They just stayed behind me. No android's better than me. Neither is Kyle. I still don't get why they sent him with me. Kyle glares at me from his seat. Is that why they call you the witch? No, that's for something else. The seizures. You had epileptic seizures, right? And they called you witch because your eyes would go what? Rude? Judgmental? Bad Darla. I didn't choose the nickname. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It was rude. Yeah, no shit, Darla. Well, Velta managed to fix that. And whatever, Velta managed to fix that and they stopped. That makes me feel better. I think I judged her too quickly. She's not too bad. I still remember how Vega didn't trust me just because of that stupid nickname. Well, Vega was an asshole, so no one cares about him. We arrived at the building. Kyle explains to me that the android's on the highest floor, so we won't have to run downstairs. What a relief. We abseil down the rope and pass through the skylight. And she's blind. After walking through a few corridors, we arrive at the room where the android is. It's a first-gen android, as usual. It's going to be pretty hard to disconnect if the android doesn't have a safety shutdown system. Oh, this asshole. What do we do now? Why are you asking me? You're the leader of our group, therefore in charge of the decision-making. Maybe the company is trying to test me out. So what are you saying? So what you're saying is you'll jump in only if I mess it up. Pretty much, yeah. I don't like you. Okay, then I'm going to connect directly to the android and shut it off from there. Just like always. Disconnect me if it takes too long. Understood. Hi, Darla. Wouldn't that harm your memory? I don't think so. The firewall should protect me in case it tries to pass through. And if you disconnect me, my brain will be just fine. I'm a human, remember? I'd get an electric shock at worst. Before you connect yourself, what do you think happened? I've got to send mission reports to the head office. I'm going to take a look around and check if everything's safe. Good. Regarding the report, it seems like the android's connected itself to an old processing unit in this building. This part is really strange. I don't think that while its body is a first generation one, the programming was probably overwritten. You're thinking it might be a fourth generation one, right? No. I think it is related to the case we had a few days ago. A first-gen model can't have a fourth-generation AI. Their uniqueness requires a lot more power. What other reason could an android have to try and enhance itself that way? There could be a million reasons. I can't say now. I can't say I know. But there's something off in this. There's something off about this. Kyle said the robot had been locked here for over a decade. I highly doubt its battery could last for such a long time. This android was probably actually reactivated not too long ago. What are you hiding from me, Kyle? I sit next to the android and connect myself to its brain. Oh, well, that's terrifying. I'm inside just for a few seconds later. Yeah, this is a good idea. The data is all over the place, just as I expected from an android that hasn't been serviced in a while. Yeah, it throws everything it has at me in a poor attempt to corrupt my own brain until suddenly it stops. Hey, come out, we need to talk. Ah, well, Hey. Shh, be quiet, I need to sleep. I didn't get any sleep last night, so if I can't sleep, neither can you. How did you get in? I need to sleep. Oh, wait, it's you. This was done by the same hacker from the other day, right? I didn't get a response, so I opened up the path around his data, passing through the multiple protocols until I get deep enough to force a reply from him. What do you want? No, what do you want? Why did you connect yourself to that machine? You recognize me. I know you're the same one from the other day. Oh, yes, that. But what are you doing here? I'm doing my job. You can't just hang around in this building. It's illegal, you know. My master said I could sleep here. He didn't mention it was against the law. Of course he wouldn't. Can I speak to that master of yours? No, I do not think so. It is better if you just leave me alone. I just want to dream. Dream? Yes, my master promised me. I had to dream until the freckled girl arrived, and then I give her a message. But I could not do it. I was about to do it until you interrupted me. He seems to be a mix of first and fourth gen. Who could have done something like this? It's too much for that poor decades-old piece of hardware. He's completely dazed. I'm already here. You don't have to keep waiting. You can just skip to the first step of your order. Impossible. Modifying my orders could lead to an unexpected error. I underestimated him. The android's still trying to get me out of here. He slowly surrounds me and makes my presence unstable. It feels like there's something stronger here. What's your name? I am... You are... Sal. Oh, hello. What a coincidence. Twice in the same week. Actually, it's not a coincidence. Ha 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 ha. Excuse me for my tardiness. I wasn't quite sure of which android would be assigned to you, so it took me a while to find you. Master, I am still sleeping, just like you ordered me to. Good job, I don't need you anymore. What was left of the old android vanished in an instant. Now it's just a data flux. This hacker's relaying to me. I can't see where it is coming from. I knew you were behind this, Sal. I just wanted to see you again. Please forgive me if it bothers you. Although that AI turned out to be quite stubborn, and I'm sorry about that. What do you want from me? Well, I want you, but I'm not a jealous person, so don't be afraid. You can go on with your life, but I hope you don't mind if I send a message to your data chip. You know, I'm not exactly patient when it comes to petty hackers, but I'm sure I won't let you get in my brain. So start talking. What's this all about? I had to modify plenty of androids so I could give you this message. HoploSec caught me the other day when I tried to trespass, and I can't get through any longer. So I had to hack a lot of androids and wish for the best. As you can see, it worked. Neat. Can you, stop, you freaking weirdo? And why a 4th gen? You could have used plenty of other systems to control this machine. I've been interested in their uniqueness for a while, but it's complex, as you should know. I don't have the resources to create it, though my main reason is that they barely leave a trace. And what about that? And what was that about dreaming? I reprogrammed that piece of scrap. There's a lot of information there about how to improve himself, but I didn't grant him the network access, obviously. Uh-huh. Yeah, because that would have been bad. So you're connected to him through the local network. Kind of risky, don't you think? Tell me about it. You can't be cautious enough against a 4th gen. That's why I have to leave now. I'm going to bring my friend back, this time with my message. And please let him give it to you. I can't afford to leave traces of me in dozens of different models. Oh, and I'd love to see you in action. So good luck with my friend. Until next time, Sela, take care. What the hell are you leaving? What the hell, like hell you're leaving? I'm not going to waste any more time with your games. Are you still there? The energy data comes back to his brain, though this time it feels slightly heavier. It was him, the master. Why did he come? You're really stupid. I need to get out of here. I'm still trapped in his mind. I'm really not liking this, although my defenses are still going strong. Well, the master said I have slept enough, so now I have to give you something. I have to do it. The master asked me to do it. You're not going to give me anything. You're just making me waste my time. If you're not going to help me, then do not bother me. There's a network and a thread, and I have to use it. A thread? What are you talking about? You don't get it, do you? Only humans can dream. You're just mixing up ideas. Look, I'm going to have to fry your brain if you refuse to let me go. The android's data starts to rearrange. It's vulnerable. The poor thing just wants to connect to the network, but he doesn't even know what that is. So he just looked up on his database for the closest thing it could find, my memory chip. That's what the hacker's plan. That was the hacker's plan, I guess. I can keep trying to convince him to let me go, but I doubt he'd listen to me. I can resist and hope for the best, or just let his message go through. Okay. Tough decision. Let message go through. Resist. Well, if we really want to find out what's going on with the hacker, and this is important, we should let it go through, but what kind of implications would that have? Would I become a suspect in all of this? What would I be asked to do with that memory chip? Caution to the wind. I start to feel the data going into my brain. As soon as the android gets past my defense, I feel a sharp pain in my head that soon goes down my spine. Oh, that feels great. Suddenly, I find myself kicked out of the system, the data transfer stopping abruptly. Everything happened too fast and my head hurts. The android's right next to me, but his head's completely punctured. Kyle is standing in front of him. The gun is pointed at the android, watching me out of the corner of his eye. Darla comes running at me. Hey kids, how you doing? Synergia, are you okay? Yeah, just a bit dizzy. What was that all about? Oh, Kyle, what was that all about? You were squirming, and it made me feel anxious. I was the one who told him to do it. It looked like something had gone wrong. Never mind, just give me a moment. Kyle walks away. I can barely see a black smudge towards the exit. My eyes are still trying to adjust to the dim light. Call the gathering team so they can... Now that I take a good look, I notice that there are many people from the station already here. And it's dark. There's quite a few soldiers from Velta Labs. I should have known they'd come as soon as Darla sent a report mentioning the 4th gen. Darla stays by my side until I feel somewhat better. Tell me what happened there once you feel better, so I can send a report. Nothing happened. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Just as I told you, it was a 4th gen android with altered code, and this hardware limitations were giving him serious trouble. He didn't have the network on his database nor an adapter, but he was programmed to know how to connect to it. So he was pretty confused. He created his own idea of this network, some kind of dreamland that he was trying to achieve. Darla starts writing everything on her PDA. I should be careful not to mention anything about Sal if I don't want the entire station all over me for months. Or even worse, Velta questioning me if they feel I might know something about their old projects. Hey Darla, how long was I in there? Well, most of the day, so we were starting to worry. The boss is over there. You should go talk to him. And you should see the doctor too, just in case. I'll head over to the van as soon as I finish the report. It shouldn't take too long. The machine's brain was so slow, I ended up spending the entire day there. Yet he was still capable enough to attack my memory chip. Attack is kind of subjective considering we let him do it. The Forbidden Generation has certainly earned its name. I've got to be extra careful around that Sal guy in the future. Synergia, are you sure you're okay? You still look dizzy. Go see the doctor, please. Yeah, I'm going now. I'll be waiting for you in the van. Before I can leave the place, the company's doctor approaches me. He only ever comes up to me when something goes wrong. Oh wow, you look interesting. Hello, Synergia. How do you feel? I'm fine. I'm glad to hear that. I need you to sign my report. You already know your contract doesn't cover medical insurance. Oh, well, thanks a lot, Velta. So if you feel sick and you need to see a private physician, but we're under obligation to take you there if you need it. Of course. I signed the paper, and now I can finally go where my boss awaits. There he comes. Hey, dickhead. Synergia, what happened there? None of your fucking business. Not with that attitude, at least. So it turns out we had a 4th gen Android emulator. I was going to take him but Well, Kyle blew his fucking brains out. It was just an old model. Oh, well, I don't think the gathering team can do much with him now. Still, I'm glad you're fine. You're an important member of this company. Oh, am I? Am I really? You know how much we value our employees. You don't care. You've never cared the entire time I've played this game. You haven't given a shit about me. Just like a big family. You're a key piece of the Hoplosec to keep working. If Velta asks you anything, tell them we did everything we could to keep you safe, all right? You know more than you're letting on. And I don't trust you. You can go home now. Just make sure you sign the medical papers. Yes, sir. I already signed it. I can finally go home. Hooray! I can get away from these guys. Just as I thought, the elevators don't seem to be working, so I have to walk down the stairs. My trip downstairs is almost unbearable. But I somehow managed to reach the bottom in one piece. My boss's speech dragged on forever, just like always. But now I can finally go home. To be honest, this day went on quickly, considering I was unconscious for most of it. Now that I think about it, I almost forgot that it's Friday. Thank goodness. I thought this week would never end. God, I've been there. I get inside the van and take off my gear. Hell yeah. Getting comfy. After taking off my boots, I decided to just keep my feet bare. I think I'll do this more often now that Vega isn't here anymore. I don't think those two would mind to see my feet. Why was Vega concerned with your feet? Everyone looks pretty busy outside. Probably even more upset now that they know what actually happened, but I don't care. I couldn't possibly feel more relaxed than I am now, alone in the dark, without anyone bothering me. All I hear is the faint mumbling of people outside, talking outside, echoing in the van's body. I hear someone opening up the door. I think my break won't last too long. It's Darla. I'm glad I don't think she'll bug me too much. Are you sure about that? Hi, I see you've made yourself comfortable. Yeah, join me. Sit here. She takes it very seriously. Darla, how well do we know each other here? What is going on? Also, gross. Sitting next to me and taking off her boots as well. I don't know if she did it because she thought it was an order or maybe she just felt like it. Like this? You didn't have to do that, but it doesn't really matter. You don't remember, do you? What am I supposed to remember? I'll tell you eventually. You've got small feet for someone so big. Them's fighting words, Darla. Thank you, I guess. Did you know fifth generation models don't? Did you know fifth generation models don't? The words. Did you know fifth generation models don't have a physical difference between when compared to a human, minus the ports in their napes and under their ears? What are you talking about? I didn't even know there was a fifth gen. She ignores me. Hey. Now it's Kyle's turn to get in the van, and he doesn't even say hello to us. It's better that way, as I hate Kyle. I'll just pretend he's not here. He starts the van, and starts to drive over to my place. What was Darla even trying to say? Hey Darla, do you dream often? After I managed to get into the system, the androids at the building said that he was trying to dream about going to a better place, or something like that. I don't really sleep much, but when I do, I don't dream of anything. Maybe that's why you're a psycho. Do you think you could teach an android to dream? Well, humans often think that androids leave the factory already knowing everything, but that's not true. Just like humans, they learn things over time, and plenty of them have trouble learning specific tasks. I can't tie my shoes. I can't tie my shoes, to give you an example. And how are you supposed to put them back on? To be honest, I was thinking about that. Can you tie them for me? So you're a robot? Is that what I'm picking up? Haha, okay. Well, I guess it's true. You have to teach androids to do some stuff, just like if they were kids. But those things often come in software upgrades, so it's not exactly the same. See, your job is to take back androids so they can be reprogrammed, right? Of course. What kind of question is that? Don't you think you're killing them in a way? Killing them? We don't kill them. They're reprogrammed and then sent out to do their tasks, unless they're old or extremely rare models. Also, in order to be considered alive, you have to be able to. Gosh, part of being alive is that you have to reproduce and you have to evolve. Robots can't do either of those things. Well, they can kind of reproduce in a way, but they can't evolve. Not like in a traditional sense. Well, I mean, guess, straddling the line here. No, you don't kill them. They're not alive. They don't have a life to begin with. She's kind of right. Wait, what? What's she right about? Oh. But you delete everything that made them themselves. Isn't it just like killing them? If I take out your brain and put another in its place, then you probably won't be yourself anymore. It would be another person in Sela's body. Technically, that person wouldn't even be themselves anymore if you put them in my body, because my neural pathways would actually cause their brain to have to adapt by physically restructuring itself to actually deal with the new neural pathways in place, thus changing fundamentally who that person was. Life is complicated, guys, and this is why I like cyberpunk stuff. I get what you mean, but humans have a sense of self-awareness, and no two are alike, while androids aren't exactly individuals. They can't die, just like a rock can't die. Darla, I'm pretty sure Sela's tired after what just happened today. Can't we just leave her alone? You're right, I'm sorry, Sela. God, I'm pretty sure she's trying to, yeah. You're not bothering me, Darla. Kyle looks at me through the rearview mirror. There's something about him that puts me on edge. Darla keeps quiet until we arrive at my place. I think she realized her mistake of talking too much in front of Kyle, and I kind of feel sorry for her. I don't know what Velta is planning, but Darla doesn't seem to be cut out for this job. Neither is Kyle. Kyle's kind of an idiot. I put her shoes on and tie her laces before I leave, which seems to considerably brighten her mood. She's just like a little girl. Very suspicious. I'll see you on Monday, Darla. She gives me a smile as a response, which dies as soon as she glances at Kyle. Every time I think of her as a human, I feel good. But it's a while since I've talked to a nice flesh and bone person. But that feeling's going to be over very soon. I pulled at my keys, and I twist the knob of my front door. Reality. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. No. That Proverbs. Never quote the Bible. The Bible, your heart doesn't think. Bad game. I'm home. I cross my fingers and hope Mara hasn't done anything weird. After what happened yesterday, I can't expect anything. It seems like the bed is still unmade. There's dust everywhere, and clothes still littered all over the floor. I see Mara by the bathroom door. Her hair's damp and smells really good. Her skin looks smooth, and I just stay for a bit, gawking at her. She's gorgeous. But she's just an android. What am I even thinking about? I think I know what you're thinking about, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You gotta wait till marriage to do that. Because God will cry if you do it before marriage. Oh, hey, she looks adorable. Oh, hi, Sela. I managed to get some sleep in the end. I've been reading your... I know androids could even live out inside of a dumpster and not mind, but what's with all the mess? Mess? but it's just like you left it. Okay, you got me there. Yeah, but why didn't you clean it up? Rude? Rude. Rude. Why should I? I suppose you didn't cook anything for me either. Sela, I'm not a housemaid. Kind of are, don't you remember? That's true, but if you're not going to clean or cook, what are you going to do? I can do it without a problem, but you didn't ask me to. I mean, fair enough. Now I have to clean everything, and I'm starving. I can cook something for you if you want. Oh, please do, and please don't screw it up. Yeah, you're gonna screw it up. I know you are. Please tell me everything comes in pill form. I start to wonder if getting this robot was a mistake. Although she's right about one thing, she's not a service android. Still, she should help me while I'm out of the house. I get the futon ready and sit on the couch. I haven't even changed my clothes. Mara's already coming back with a dish in her hands. It barely took her any time. I'm so fucking concerned right now. 2 sandwiches, and one of them has a carved heart. Adorable. 2 sandwiches? What's with the heart? If you want it, you're going to have to say the magic words. Thank you? Exactly. The one with the heart is mine. You can have the other one. Yours? But you're an android, of course. I need to eat too. So it turns out I have to worry about my food and feed you as well. Why do you need food? I have organic parts, just like you. I don't need too many nutrients, but I have to eat and breathe. Hey, for someone who works with androids, you know very little about them. I'm just going to pretend you didn't say that. This is new. Why would you build an android that needs to eat and breathe? Oh god, it's one of those ones. This robot was made for purposes. Not so Christian purposes. I mean, I'm not a Christian, but gross. I don't think the Empire is actively looking for more mouths to feed. It seems Mara made a cheese sandwich. I can't really complain, though. I like cheese. Well, that's good. Well, I know everything about androids until the 4th generation. I had to study them so I could get my job. But you're a new model. You're not even up for sale. Or at least that's what Yoko said. Anyway, having to eat human food is really weird, even for the latest generation androids. I can also sweat my eyes and can produce tears and more. She can produce things. You're not actually a cyborg, are you? I can expect anything from Yoko. I'm pretty sure she's a cyborg. No, I'm sure. Oh yes. As I was saying before you interrupted me so you could complain, I've been reading some of your books. I see you're very into fantasy. Yeah, I like it. It helps me unwind a little bit. Maybe they're trying to simulate a quirky personality, and that's why she's acting like this. Perhaps they gave her random features. There was one book that caught my interest. It's called, Hey, do you use personality features? You know, like the old models? I don't know what those are, and as far as I know, I don't. And where does your personality come from? I doubt you're just a mere companion android. Hey, were you listening to me? What's this all about? What's wrong with my company? No, there's nothing bad about it. But you're an android, right? Are you really going to say that they're here? Are you really going to stay here just to talk with me? It's quite a boring task. Nobody forced me to live with you. Of course they did. I bought you. I even have to feed you, just like a pet. That's enough. Don't compare me to a dog. Nobody feeds me. I eat because I need to, and I was the one who made that sandwich. I'm the one feeding you. Well, she's not wrong. An order like you makes no sense. I mean, you're programming. Everything is fake. Humans are machines too. You're not any better than me. Again, technically not wrong. I never said that. Humans have to follow their biology. That's true. But there's a great range of variation. A machine, their code is there, unmoving, unchanging. Humans are chaotic, unrestricted. It doesn't matter how good you are at emulating us. What are you even talking about? I just want to enjoy my food. I just don't think you're a 4th gen. Your behaviors are strange. If you didn't want me here, you shouldn't have bought me then. Maybe you're just another defective android. I'm not broken. Alright, sorry. You don't have to look at me like that. I was talking about the book you have on your shelf. It's called Humanist Manifesto. You don't really believe that, do you? Maybe all those books, and you had to pick that one? Yes, and I didn't like it. It's full of hate. It's required reading at school, but that's why I have it. It's not like I believe what it says. She seems really concerned, and I understand why. I don't think any android could ever like that book. Mara gets closer to me, takes my right hand, and looks at my scar. You have their mark. They forced me to do it. You said it was required reading. Why? Humanism is our official religion. You don't know. Oh, God. Fucking religion. You didn't know anything about that. During all these years, my family never mentioned a religion based on hatred of any kind. Hatred of my kind. Years. Can I know how old you are? I don't know. I was manufactured 4 years ago, I think. Or maybe 5? My memories are a bit blurry. There's a lot for a new android. That's a lot for a new android. Or should I say, you're definitely not new. What about you? You're clearly older than 4. I'm 29. She's almost my age. Then you're really old. Then it's fighting words, Mara. Whatever you say. Anyway, God, she's very tolerant when people just flat out insult her like that. Whatever you say. Anyway, they're just a group of fanatics. They don't do anything to you. They don't hate all androids. They claim humans are the only perfect machine. Yeah, perfect. Every other one's there just served them. How can you argue with that? Because they're wrong? So you do believe it? No, times change. It's a really old book, and machines keep getting more and more sophisticated. Maybe one day I'll find a machine equal to a human, but until that day comes, the book is right. How do you know the book is right? You have one right in front of you. We'll see. And what about the cuts? Did it hurt? Of course they did. They do it because androids don't bleed. Or at least they didn't back when they wrote that book. I told you, it's ancient. It was just propaganda they wrote to motivate a bunch of workers who were losing their jobs. That was a long time ago, and nowadays we only keep the spiritual parts of the religion. Spiritualism. The government just uses it as an excuse. Nothing else. Yeah, imagine that. A government using religion as an excuse. That would never happen in the United States under the Republican Party under Donald Trump. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and Ronald Reagan. You have no reason to be afraid. You're my property. Nobody can hurt you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It really doesn't matter. The government? Wait a second. What are you wearing? It's yours. I picked the ones I liked the most. I know they're mine, but didn't you have your own set of clothes? You don't really think I'm going to keep using my factory clothing, do you? Well, I do. It's not like I have a lot of clothes. Nor variety. I had to manage with what I had available. Jesus. I'll only keep this one, so don't worry. Everything else is still yours. Thank you for that. But if you can sweat, cry, and produce other fluids, those clothes are gonna get dirty quick. I have to say, this android simulation is outstanding. Going from religious topics to talk about clothes isn't an easy task for a machine. If I hadn't bought her, I'd have trouble guessing if she was a human or just a robot. Do you like your sandwich? It was a cheese sandwich. So what? I liked it. Are you happy now? Yeah. Why don't you tell me about your day at the interesting job of yours? It sounded fun. To be honest, I was thinking of watching TV for a bit. Not watching TV for one night won't kill you. Hey, can you give me a spare key? I want to go outside. She just won't shut up. I don't really have any problems with her living here, but I also need some peace and quiet from time to time. Sure. I like to go out for walks. Every time I feel full of energy. I didn't get to go out often at my last house. All right, fine. I'll give you one. I'll give you one eventually. Is it really that hard to get one? Do you really want me to go now? Can't you just wait one night? You're really annoying. Did you know that? I tune into the news channel on TV before I can hear modders grumbling. I'll get a spare key tomorrow. Why exactly did you buy me? Why are you asking? Do you expect me to just stay silent the whole time? Yes, even if just for a few seconds. I turn off the TV. Mara isn't like Elaine, and it doesn't seem like she'll let me rest. I think she's got a point, though. I already bought her, so it'd be best if I made an effort to use her. This is so strange, making an effort for a machine. It's always been the other way around, with them working for me. You've changed. Changed? What are you talking about? You barely know me. Thought it'd be fun to be with you. Okay then. Can you tell me what you even want me to do? Why are you so mean to me? I'm already here, so I thought we could do something together. I'm not saying this to bother you. I just want you just want me to be here. What's the point of that? I'm sorry. Come on. Let's go to the roof. Really? Yeah, let's go. She seems to be in a better mood now. I don't really know what we're supposed to do upstairs, but at least I can enjoy the view from there. We take the building's infuriatingly slow elevator to the top. There's a locked door in our way, but thankfully I own a master key for the Hoplosec. We stand close to the ledge, and finally spend a few minutes in silence. The city's so pretty. I mean the district. The city changes a lot from one district to another, and goes out way further than you can see. Where'd you live? I don't remember the name. All I remember is that we hardly ever saw the outside world. I could see the sky from an indoor patio where I used to walk. That place had white walls. They were pretty, but lifeless. You just can't compare it to this beauty. To this. Are you sure it was a family? That sounds like more like a secret facility or a laboratory. It was a lab, but that doesn't matter. My parents were scientists. My siblings were other androids. So I prefer to call them a family. Let's change the subject. Do you like this place? She still has memories of that? I'm starting to feel sorry for her. Of course. What about the people? Do you like them? I can't complain. What about that old android you had? You exchanged us for a reason. Now that you've gotten to know me, what do you think? Was she better or worse than me? How do you know that? I don't know, but it doesn't matter now. You're here. I saw her manual in your desk. You know, I think you should go out somewhere with me. I should? Aren't you supposed to ask me? Where do you want to go? I'm not sure. I don't know this city. Take me someplace you like. I'll think about it sometime. I'll think about something. Why don't you tell me more about your family? I find it weird that you still have memories of them. How's your life over there? Pretty normal. I lived with other androids, and we went to classes and had to pass tests and inspections. We had days off where I'd go for a walk. Everything was nice but strange. They'd sometimes move us from one facility to another in some kind of trailer, but I don't know why. All the scientists and professors were the same ones every time. And even all those different places always looked the same. Who were they? I mean, which company? I don't know. They never told me. They acted like oh god, you're not from the hackers, are you? They acted like we were all family and we were there to learn. Like it was something normal. I never really fell for it. I think my siblings did. I'm beginning to feel curious about Mara's creator. She's a strange android, without a real task, and that makes me feel uneasy. I've got to question her about it. Well, I think we should sleep for now. We've got an entire weekend to talk about whatever you want, okay? Alright, would you mind if I sleep with you? I don't like the couch. Okay. We go back inside, get the futon ready. I give one of my pajamas to Mara. I'm not sure why, but since she's already wearing my clothes, it's not a big deal if she wears one of my pajamas. Ah, it's adorable! You really like that? You like... What did I say? You really like to talk, don't you? I need some peace and quiet from time to time. It's not like you bother me, but just saying. That's because I feel a bit nervous. Nervous? Yes, it's dumb. When I feel nervous, I talk a lot. I just wanted you to like me. And look determined. You were nervous because of me? Mm-hmm. Whatever. She just nods once again. It almost looks like she's blushing. Gross. Now that I see her in my pajamas, she looks pretty cute. These latest generation androids seem to be fairly squishy. I brush one of my fingers against her skin. What are you doing? I want to know that myself. You're really soft. What are you made of? Creepy? I don't know. Forget about it. Let's go to bed. Finally get into bed, although we barely managed to fit inside of my tiny futon, and the fact that we keep trying not to get too close to each other doesn't help either. Hey, Sela? Where are we going tomorrow? I don't know. Fridge is almost empty. Why don't we go to the grocery store? You can give me my key then. You don't have to. I can order them online. Why are you so interested in that key? Are you planning to leave? I won't, but when you put it that way, it sounds as if I were in a prison. Alright, that sounded bad. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Mara doesn't say a word after that. Maybe she has fallen asleep. Perhaps I'd best try getting off to sleep too. Silence. 11 days before the Synergia incident. What is this incident? And why? Gosh. And can you offer me proof of your existence? How can you? Oh! Oh god, I need to watch Ghost in the Shell now. Okay, well, that is going to wrap things up for today. That's another day in the books. Going to go save this. Saving. And, yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below or over our Discord. God, this is so good. This is getting so good. Like, I'm having trouble coming up with, like, funny things to say when I need to. Like, that's kind of what I do. I am, like, a YouTube comedian, after all. So, like, I try to make jokes, but it's so hard to do that because I'm just so, like, locked into the story, and I'm trying to figure things out, like, what is the Synergia event that it keeps alluding to? Why is she Why is this robot like just so human-like? What's up with the hacker? Did the hacker make this robot? Because that's what I'm starting to suspect. I'm suspecting the hacker knows me because of this robot, and I think like something horrible is going to happen. Also, I love the Ghost in the Shell reference that happened. Ghost in the Shell was one of my favorite animes as a kid. I used to watch it on Adult Swim, and I don't really remember a whole lot of it because I used to watch it before school, and it's really hard to remember anything, you know, before school because you're just so freaking tired in the morning. And I need to rewatch all of it, but yeah, cyberpunk stuff like that is just, it's awesome. I'm loving this, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Or over in a Discord, also leave a super like. I'm also working on getting like memberships ready. So stay tuned for that. You'll get special perks like member badges, special emojis to use during chats, and also members only live streams and stuff like that in the future whenever I get all that set up. And I don't know what I'm going to do as far as pricing, so just stay tuned and I'll make an update for that eventually. But if you don't want to wait, you do want to support me anyway, check out the links in the description for Coffee and Patreon. Coffee if you're interested in one-time donations. Kind of like, you know, leaving super likes. I actually might just get rid of Coffee altogether because, you know, super likes are enough. And Patreon, which has its own perks, including shoutouts in these videos and stuff like that. Once we get more subscribers. But that's probably the fastest way for me to, like, upgrade the channel and stuff like that. But, like, honestly, once I get memberships and stuff rolling here on YouTube, now that I'm monetized, I'm probably going to get rid of Patreon. So, yeah. Until then, check out the link in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Are you more into Patreon or are you into YouTube channel memberships? Let me know in the comment section down below or on Discord. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, feel free to show me some love down below by hitting the like button. And don't forget to check out the annotations for more videos. Now we'll see you in the next video.